Brr.
I was listening to the story about, it was a story of a family in Washington, and the little boy called the Bigfoot the Cowboy Man. And he had, apparently it had made an effort to steal this kid. And it hit me. My children were in that playpen behind me with nothing but a mosquito net over them. It could have crept up behind me and taken both of my children, and I wouldn't have known.
His father just got like a Mustang or something from Wyoming, okay? He had it out in the corral because he couldn't put it in the barn in the stalls with the other horses because it would kick and made all the other horses nervous. Had a Seminole Indian working the horse trying to break it every day. So they had it out in the corral. This skunk ape snuck up behind this horse and grabbed it on its hind quarters. This particular horse kicks out, jumps over the corral, runs into the pasture, to get away. At this point, the rancher's out there just blasted away with the dirty. Skunk ape runs into the swamp.
I went up there one day after that, or 2 days after that. I went up there and sat in the silence up there, and I'm telling you, man, it was free. It was crazy. There was a crazy vibe up there still. I did what I could to kind of get things under control, but I told her, I said, you need to get off this property. I feel like no matter how strong you are, it's almost like standing in the ocean. You can't stand still without moving your feet. You're going to get knocked over eventually, no matter how strong, whatever. You can't withstand a barrage of weird spiritual energy.
What is up, everybody? Welcome back to Paranormal Odyssey. I'm your host, Wayne, joined as always by my partner in crime, the lovely and talented Miss Tiffany. How you doing tonight, ma'am?
Oh my gosh, I'm so excited to be here. I have missed this so much.
It feels like we're neglecting.
I know. What is wrong with us? This is Thanksgiving season. This is like the fellowship season. And we are failing at the fellowship.
I miss everybody. It's like we're not doing enough shows.
No.
We're gonna have to start doing some Saturday shows. It's not gonna be this week though, because we at Manimal Research have an outing scheduled for this weekend. It is going to be awesome. So much fun. Miss Chris Blaylock and her husband Gary, or what is his name?
Goony Goo
Goo. They are bringing down their trailer. This is how cool they are. They bought a deep fryer. Friday, Black Friday, we are going to deep fry. I bought the turkey today. We're going to deep fry a turkey, and we're going to have kick-ass deep fried turkey sandwiches as a post-Thanksgiving meal.
Hey, it's the Friendsgiving.
Yeah, Friendsgiving. That's exactly what it is. There's going to be, if everybody, I've talked to everybody today, and everyone that shows up that it says they're going to show up, if they do show up, it's going to be 15 of us.
Heck yeah, man.
And we're all Manimal members. We're going to be in this awesome location, a place where my good buddy Kevin and I have had activity before. We've been yelled at. We've actually recorded some screams in that area. And I'm on record saying many times that this is one of the creepiest places I've ever been. Something about this place, it just creeps me right the hell out. I don't know what it is. I've only camped there one time, but I've been there many, many times. Just walking around, checking it out and everything. And Walls and I used to go there, just a spur of the moment thing at night. I mean, it is darker than dark when the sun goes down. It's one of those places where it's not dark, it's black.
Yes.
If all the lights are out and you cut your flashlights off, seriously, you put your hand right here, like
Yeah.
inches in front of your face, you cannot see it. It's so eerily dark in this location. The last time we camped there, we heard like metal sounds, like, and the weird thing is, you're sitting down in this V. It's steep ridge, and you're like in the bottom, and there's like a little creek that runs
Oh
along
my
there,
god, that is
and
prime.
and it sounded just like someone threw an aluminum can off one of these ridges. The last time we were there, I don't know what it was.
Well, see, now y'all are going to be permeating the forest with deep fried turkey, and Bigfoot's going to come in because he wants a little gobble in his wobble too.
Exactly. I mean, guys, I don't think you understand how good these sandwiches are going to be. We're putting bacon on these sandwiches too. So I bought the bacon and the turkey today. So we're going to have some deep fried turkey and bacon sandwiches. And I think I failed to mention this place is an actual bear reserve.
Oh,
There are bears. Jordan, she went riding around up there a few months ago. She took Scarlett up there. She was bored one day. My daughter Scarlett and her mama Jordan. They went riding around up there, and they actually had a bear walk in front of their car.
Oh my gosh!
In the area that we're going to be in. So,
do you have bear spray, right?
I don't, but I have a 45.
Well, I mean that's better.
Bear burgers. Goody says. Yeah, I had a telephone conversation with Gary, about 20-minute conversation today. It was good. We were getting everything lined up. It's going to be an awesome weekend. I can't wait.
That's cool. Cool. Oh, hey, guess what I did last night? Just real quick.
What?
I almost started a fire.
Like in your home?
Well, I mean, it was innocent. Okay, I just wanted to dry my hair. And
start a fire with your hair dryer.
I don't know what happened. I don't know what
girl.
happened. I don't know what happened. I used it. I mean, and it worked fine the last time I used it. And I plugged it in and I turned it on and it made this funky little sound. So I turned it off and then I turned it back on, and these wisps of deep gray smoke started coming out of the back of it. And Zach's like, "Turn it off. It's gonna catch on fire." I'm like, "Well, damn. Guess I ain't drying my hair."
Damn. Won't you be more careful?
I mean, it surrounds me. I think. I mean, I try to be. I just wanted to dry my hair.
Yeah.
No, my starter fire.
All right, we got a guest that is waiting patiently backstage. So let's pay some of these bills if you can keep from burning your house down.
I'm good. I don't have anything electronic except this.
Yeah. Guys, if you are new to the show tonight, we appreciate you stopping by and hanging out. Please, before you leave, hit that subscribe button. Help us continue to grow the show.
And if you would like to be on with Wayne and myself, you can reach out to both of us, Wayne at paranormalworldproductions.com or me, Tiffany at paranormalworldproductions.com. We have all of December. We only have a couple of dates filled in, so please reach out to us and we will get you on the schedule.
Want to ask everybody to head over to paranormalworldproductions.com, check out our website, sign up for the Bigfoot newsletter, check out all of the other shows under the studio's umbrella, all of that good stuff, pick up some merch, and yeah, it'd just be cool if you would check it out. paranormalworldproductions.com.
And if you have any questions for tonight's guest, which I know you will, y'all are always so good about it. Y'all just ask the greatest questions. Just put them in all capital letters, please, so we can highlight them. And we do a rapid fire Q&A at the end of the show. And he is so ready to answer some questions. So get them in.
All right, guys, as always, our membership is still open. We want to invite anyone that would like some extra content. Best damn $1.99 you can spend, Mr. Alex says, and I agree with him.
I do too.
I mean, because if you think about it, what else you getting for $2? You get
Nothing.
a Coke, a Mountain Dew. You get that, and it's gone in 20 minutes.
Mhm.
Or you send us $2 and you get a whole month worth of extra content. You get to join a family, get added to the members only Discord, all of that amazing stuff. We do members only lives, and we just signed up a new member.
Hey, Russell.
Russell, thank you so very much. He took the plunge and became a member. Thank you, buddy. Russell, if you will get with either Tiffany or myself. Tiffany, can you pop up our emails?
I can.
Pop up our emails. Russell, get a hold of one of us. We will send you the link to join our members only Discord. We have a great time hanging out over there. It's really fun. But yeah, that's awesome, man. Anyone else that wants to join, please do so. Again, it's just $1.99 a month. We wanted to put it at a price where anybody can afford. So we want everyone to be able to take advantage of it, and it helps us out
Mhm.
in the long run. It really does. Another way to help us out, you guys are awesome about the super stickers and stuff, but as you know, YouTube, they like to take their share, and their share is pretty high, in my opinion.
Steep.
So what we have been playing with the last couple of months, and it seems to be working okay, is the Cash App or the Venmo. If you guys would like to help us out, and instead of doing the super stickers and sending the money that way, send it directly to us. We get the money right away instead of having to wait a month, and we aren't hit with near as many fees. So if you guys are interested in helping us out that way, we certainly appreciate it. And Miss Chris Blaylock has already hit us with $30 tonight.
Oh, thank you.
So thank you very, very much, ma'am. And I always send Tiffany her half like the next day or the night whenever we get done. So we split everything that we get 50-50. So we really appreciate any help that you guys can give us, because again, this stuff is not free. It costs money to do all of this. All right, all of that out of the way. Tell everybody a little bit about our guest, Tiffany.
Glenn is amazing. Okay, you guys remember him, and I went back through just because I like to be, correct. But he joined us 10 months ago, and we talked about all his films, his upcoming films. And I'm here to tell you guys, this man has been so busy within these past 10 months, and he wanted to come back on and share it with us. And I'm so excited because we were talking a little bit about it before the show, and it's some cool stuff.
Yeah, guys, this dude backstage he's a legitimate filmmaker, making films, TV shows. He is doing the damn thing, as we like to say. He's a really, really cool dude. Thank you, ma'am. He's awesome. He does a great job. He's going to come out and talk about his films and all of that good stuff. So if you're ready, ma'am, we're just going to bring Mr. Glenn Martin out.
Yes.
What's up, Glenn? How you doing, buddy?
I am so glad to have you back.
Good to be back.
Awesome. Thank you so very much for taking the time to come and hang out with us. You are in Ohio, correct?
I'm in Ohio. Yes, I am.
Well, let's start at the beginning, like we do with all of our guests. Tell everybody what got you interested in this crazy topic.
With the Bigfoot, basically it's all the cryptids. I've always liked them all. I guess you can say what kind of gave me the bug was Boggy Creek, Legend of Boggy Creek. I mean, and because I found out about Boggy Creek when I was younger, because the Town of Dread Sundown. I just loved that show. And if you guys look over let's see, what shoulder is it here? Over here on if you look straight to the left there in the shadows, that's a follow-up of I'm not saying the town dreaded sundown, but the actual true story of the town of dreaded sundown, the Phantom Killer, because he never got caught. So I've been waiting all these years for somebody to make part 2 of this, not the remake like they did a few years back. This is basically the guy left. That's my story. He left town, but he was going across the country, picking up where he left off. He was just attacking people. And then, of course, I'm from Ohio, so he settled in Ohio. So now it's modern day, and the guy's older and all that. But his grandson, this is all myth stuff, but his grandson sees him kill a girl in a shack, and he was shocked, and he runs in his house, and then the story goes from there. I really don't want to give a lot of it away, but it's it has a little bit of a Halloween feel, original Halloween, Friday 13th, a little bit, just a little bit of all the horror genres over the years. I like using those as a little motto to film. And then, of course, The Searching, which is the Bigfoot movie over here. That started out a long time ago because we never had a Bigfoot when I filmed the movie called Camp Out. So I kind of sat back, rewrote a little bit of the opening, and added new characters. I have Beverly Randolph from Return of the Living Dead. She stars in it. Michael Pere from Lincoln Lawyer and a bunch of other movies. He's done 200 plus movies.
Michael Pere.
Yeah.
Who is he exactly? You said the Lincoln Lawyer. Is he the main character?
I don't know if you've seen it. He's the detective at the end of the movie where the killer thought he's getting off and he arrested him again.
Okay, I got
he's
you.
Detective, and I don't know if you guys remember Eddie and the Cruisers. That's an 80s movie, but he was Eddie Wilson in that. If you know the movie Fast Times at Ridgemont High, that's Robert Lamont has played Damone, the ticket scalper in the movie. He's also in it. He's in both of them, actually. Both Pere and Ramonster. They're such great actors. You'll see it if you watch the movies. They're just really great. But the Bigfoot movie, we finally got a really good Bigfoot costume. If you guys watch the trailer, you can go on nightmarefilms.com there to watch it. You can stream them on there, or we got DVD and Blu-rays and stuff. So you got to have you can either watch it on the computer without a smart TV. And if you got a smart TV, you can watch it right on it. But we're working on getting an app, worldwide app. So you can just click on a little icon like you do Netflix or whatever to watch our movies. But what got me into this was they did a movie called, in the film industry, they did a movie called Mischief back in the 80s. I was a senior in high school, and I became good friends with the lead actor in the movie. His name's Chris Nash, and me and him just started collaborating. We wrote some scripts, and one of the first one was The Camp Out, but now it's just The Searching because we went back and just changed it around. We cleaned it up. We have Zach Galligan from Gremlins also in it. Clint Howard, Clint Howard, Ron Hunter's brother. He's in Waterboy and all them movies.
Yeah.
So I got a good cast in it. We got a great Bigfoot now. I mean, it's basically what he looks like right there on that picture. A great actor named Brian Saponis played the Bigfoot. He kind of got the walk and everything. He did a good job on it.
Is that the guy you were telling us about before we came on? The really large gentleman?
Oh, that's for the Cryptid reports here. Yeah.
Okay.
No, that's not him. Actually, we was going to use him as my killer over here in the shadows when we started filming, but he kind of had like an awkward walk, and it was because he's like double jointed or something. It's just a strange thing. I told you he played the bear in The Revenant. Yeah. And so he can move like an animal. It's just really weird, but
yeah, I mean, anytime you're casted to play a grizzly bear,
yeah,
you're a big freaking dude. You
said
he's legitimately 7'2", right?
Yeah, he's a big man. I mean, really big. But
he would have been a good one to play your Bigfoot, in my opinion.
Oh yeah, well, I got a Western that it's not on my poster thing here, but I got a Western. It's cowboys, Indians, and Bigfoot. Wow. I'm a Bigfoot guy. I like cryptid, so you guys see Bigfoot. They're in both of my TV shows we're going to be bringing out, the Apocalyptic Z and Cryptid Reports. There's Bigfoots in it. So yeah. So I like pushing it. I'm a big believer. I just love it. I mean, it's fascinating me. A lot of people say, "Oh, you believe in Bigfoot?" I said, "Yeah, I believe in Bigfoot." I said, "Do you believe in Godzilla and King Kong?" They make movies about them guys. They're not real. So if people don't want to believe, hey, it's just, this is entertainment, guys.
Yeah.
So I get a lot of those when I go to these Bigfoot conferences, signings, and stuff like that. And, hey, you get those people. They just want to, like, I guess, downgrade you a little bit or something. I don't know. It's rude.
Or trolls. I guess.
Trolls. Oh, a lot of trolls. I mean, I think I'm on every paranormal Facebook page on Facebook, and there's just rude people come on there. It just degrade, and it really irritates me.
Yeah, I've made the comment. I'm glad you brought that up, Glenn.
Yeah.
I don't believe in mermaids,
Yeah.
but I do not belong to a single mermaid group on Facebook. I do not go on there and talk shit to people that do believe in mermaids. If you've seen something that you think could be a mermaid, good on you. I haven't. I can't go there. But I don't belong to a single group where I feel it necessary to go on there and belittle and talk down to people that claim to have seen something that could have been a mermaid. The people that belong to Bigfoot groups or have an interest in the topic.
Yes.
Maybe they have seen something that they thought could have been a Bigfoot. I have seen something that I believe was a Bigfoot. But it amazes me how there's so many people that will come on there and just make fun of us.
Mhm.
I get the same stuff in the movies because you can pick apart any movie, you can watch it, but the people that want to pick apart and degrade you on your movie, or because there's a lot of work behind making movies, that people think you just get a camera, go out there, boom, boom, boom. It's not that simple. But it's like, okay, people that say stuff, you don't know how bad I want to say. You go make a movie, then put it out there. Let me see what you want to hear my degrade you. You like that? So it's shameful. It's like I say, it's a lot of work, and there's reputations. You're talking about Michael Pere or Robert Romanus has been in big Hollywood movies, and you're going to sit there and you're degrading them because they're part of this project. Clint Howard, everybody knows Clint Howard. He's in a lot of great stuff.
Yeah.
So the whole world's just like in chaos. I think everybody's so unhappy or whatever with their life, they got to degrade somebody else, make them feel better, I guess.
I put a post up there because I noticed I'd lost like 4 Facebook friends, and I don't even know who it was, to be God's honest with you. And you guys can't see it when you go to my Facebook for whatever reason. He took it down, this person, but he said, "Did you ever think maybe it was you? I find you very negative and bitter." I'm like, bitch, I am the princess of positivity. What are you talking about?
Who was it?
I'm not going to say his name.
Well, you can tell me after the show. Anyway, real quick, Angel Wings. I'm going to pop this up here. Angel Wings, you are new to the show. I haven't seen you here before, but you caught my attention. I know a whole family of Bigfoot in Tennessee. I am in Tennessee. I would love to talk to you. Please shoot me an email, contact me on Facebook. I'd love to get you on the show, but even if you don't want to come on the show, I would love to talk to you because I have an organization that called Manimal Research. We go out, we look for these things. So I would love to talk to you. Please get a hold of me. All right, go ahead. I'm sorry, Glenn.
Oh, no, that's fine. So I was probably 16 or 17, my first encounter, which I think was Bigfoot. I might have talked about this 10 months ago, but people didn't see it. I'll go ahead and say it again. So we were camping out up there, and that's why the title was Camp Out. But a bunch of friends were playing a game called Capture the Flag. And we had a big campfire in the middle. If anybody hasn't played Capture the Flag, you've got a team on one side and a team on the other, and that's the ends of each place, like the goal, the end zone of a football. But anyway, you got to get the flag and get it across the middle point.
Yeah.
And you win. So, but all night we got done playing, and we started hearing crunching noises in the woods. And we're like, what the hell? So we're thinking one of our friends were going to jump out and scare us or whatever, but that never happened. And it was all night. It was going around the whole thing. It was like an old baseball diamond, but it was on a hill, and it's woods all the way around it, one path going down. So the next day, or it might have been the day after, but I'm pretty sure it's the next day, the local newspaper had a write-up of Bigfoot sightings going through 3 or 4 counties, and it was going through our county. So I'm like, oh, there we go. So that's how I got the idea of the Bigfoot thing, and I've been a believer ever since. That's how I got all involved in this stuff here. And then I started learning about the Dogman, I think that wasn't very long ago. When did Dogman actually come about? How long ago? You guys know?
It hasn't been very long. Tiffany, do you know?
Well, I mean, are we talking about like originated, like
Yeah, first sighting or whatever.
The first instance that I found was 1887 in Wexford, Michigan.
Okay.
So, but I mean,
You said
it's
87?
1887.
1887. Holy hell.
Yes.
Yeah. Geez. Well, I didn't research that far back when I did the cryptid. But so yeah, so that's how I became fascinated with it.
Okay, Glenn, do you think you've ever had a sighting?
Just that night's the only encounter that I could have. I mean, you want on the
Just
set
that one.
when we did the searching and all that, I had a Bigfoot run out. I shall tell you a really funny story.
Okay.
We were filming the cabin scene from the movie, and there was a neighbor next door, and I told Brian, he was in the Bigfoot costume. I said, "Hey, we're gonna play a trick on these people next door. They had like a party thing going on," and I said, "Brian, you stay over here, and then we're gonna go over act like we can't find our dog. You know, you guys seen a little dog running around?" And they're like, "No, well, we'll help you find it." And they had like this, what do you call it, trailer type thing, what people keep motorcycles in, the box trailer thing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, travel trailer.
Other side of this cabin, and Brian was hiding behind there. And we went, hey, because there was pitching horseshoes. It's dark out, I mean, really dark. And we told him that. And then one guy said, hey, if you go this way, help me look that way, because there's like a river right beside this. And we walked on that side, and this guy, wait, I heard something over here. And Brian stepped out in this Bigfoot costume. This guy turned white as a ghost, took off running. It was so funny. I mean, and because Brian in this thing, he looks like he's 8 foot tall in it, because we had it padded and really big and just huge. And this guy ran faster, and this little boy is like, "Where are you running from?" And then Brian took 2-3 foot steps really quick, and that kid started crying. He took off running. So it was pretty fun when he did that. But that's just little things you do on set, liven everybody up a little bit.
Why is it so fun to scare the shit out of people?
Exactly. And that's why I enjoy it. I mean, my scariest movie I've ever seen in my life, and a lot of people might say this or that, but The Exorcist. That movie, I don't care how old you are. Me too. Oh my God. And that's what I want. I have a movie called, what's right behind me here, we're going to be filming, Cemeteries there.
Yep.
And it's based on a true story, but I'm going to make that thing so scary that hopefully people are saying, wow, that's the scariest movie I've ever seen. Because
so this is a movie you haven't started yet?
No, it's based. I live by Athens, Ohio. I don't know if anybody heard of Athens, Ohio. It's close to Hocking Hills.
Okay.
And it's like, I don't know, an hour and a half or whatever down from Zanesville. And Zanesville, where the Grass Man kind of, New Lexington, New Straitsville. But it's about 5 cemeteries in Athens. And if you draw a line on a map, it makes a pentagram. And each one of these cemeteries are haunted one way. So what we're going to do is, cemeteries 1 is it's called the Hanging Judge. It's a hanging judge back in the 1800s. He was the judge and the executioner. So this is a true story. So when he sentenced somebody to die, you leave from the courthouse right to that cemetery. He hangs you from a noose, and they just bury you right into the ground right there.
Holy shit.
Where is this at?
In Athens, Ohio. You ever heard of
this is true.
That's true. You ever heard of the Ridges?
I haven't.
No.
It's a mental hospital. The big story about the Ridges is a woman got locked outside of her room, and she froze to death. She was in a fetal position, and there's a stain in the floor. It won't go away.
No.
They didn't find her body for weeks later, and it was stained, and they tried to scrub it. It just keeps coming back.
Could you imagine the paranormal investigations you could do at that place?
Well, they tried to get permission. They tried to get permission to make an investigation or something that's going to put it on TV, but the university ran the place, High University, and they didn't want the publicity. So it's like, what? Why wouldn't you want it? So, but
now,
what a waste.
Just imagine if you will, if this judge back then, what if he was a psychopath? They didn't have the all the regulations and stuff you had to go through to become a judge and everything. What if this dude was just freaking crazy
It,
and he liked to kill people and he would find people guilty that were really innocent just so he could be the one to kill them legally?
well, the urban legend is he's still haunting the place to this day. So that's why I thought that would be the perfect one to start with.
Glenn,
And
that's fucking terrifying, dude.
well, the people that have said they've seen him is that he wears the robe of a judge, but he has a hood like he's the Reaper.
Oh my God.
That's how I came up with my
What's
nightmare.
his name?
Judge John Sims.
Judge John Sims in
Yeah.
Ohio.
In Ohio. Yeah. So all you gotta do is type in Sims Cemetery, and you can get all the background. There's witnesses. There's even some of the family members that still live around this area.
And this was in the 1800s.
1800s, yeah.
I'm gonna look that up.
I feel a Paranormal Odyssey special coming
Now, I
up.
know some people there, so I can go in there and see if I can get a personal. Get you guys to go in there and do your investigations.
Oh God, that'd be amazing.
But it's a creepy place. Now, my brother-in-law, my sister's husband, his cousin was a maintenance guy. He ran the night shift, and he took a couple of us down there and was going through the place. I'm telling you, it's a creepy place. I mean, you can just feel it, but it's kind of like walking in Alcatraz. You ever seen the movie Alcatraz? Escaping Alcatraz. It's like that. It's like really concrete looking. The paint's peeling, but down in the bottom in the basement, it was dark because there was no electric down there. So all we had was flashlights. It was scary, but there was a pentagram with burnt candles down in a room down there.
Oh my God!
I know, it was like whoa. So
now,
yeah.
To your knowledge, Glenn, this judge, did he have a reputation of being a fair judge, or was he a dickhead?
They don't really tell you. He just tells you that he would sentence somebody, and they take him straight from there and just put him in a hole, and they'd be done. So yeah. So I like haunting things. A lot of people criticize the Conjuring movies, but Hollywood gets involved. They do things just to sell the movie. I'm a realist. I don't like that fake stuff they put in there, like the red eyes there, for example. Like I think that'd be fake. I mean, if somebody possessed ain't gonna have red eyes. They're just gonna be like The Exorcist, I guess you can say. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna keep it real, but at the same time, I want it really scary, and people's gonna be, wow, this is great. Wait, here we go, Wayne. Wayne, if you only had known all this, you were in Ohio. Yeah. If he would have told me, he could have came over and we could have done. I can put Brian in the suit and chase Wayne around. So.
Well, I'm supposed to. I was talking to a lady that put that festival on. I was talking to her today about next year's event. So I'm supposed to be there again next year.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You ever heard of the Moonville Tunnel?
No.
Look that up too. It's another place local here. It was a conductor had his lantern going through the tunnel. A train came through, and it chopped his head off.
Holy hell!
And he's supposed to be walking through the headless with the lantern sometimes. So people seen that. My wife went there before, and she's seen some crazy stuff. So, but I went there, and it's a creepy thing. Bright daylight. That tunnel is pitch dark. That's how creepy it is. It's really creepy. Of course, you got people with confetti and all that kind of stuff, painting all over the stuff. But there's some stuff in Ohio here where I'm at. There's a lot of paranormal stuff. So,
yeah, I went. My oldest boy, he is 30, and he and I went up there and spent a few days, for the festival and everything. And one thing that we noticed and we kept talking about in the area that we went to, which was Greenville, Ohio, the Greenville area, every damn house in that area looked like it was haunted. Every house, like, yeah, that house is haunted. That house is haunted. That house is haunted. And something else is like how flat it was. I was amazed by how flat Ohio was because I'm in Tennessee.
No, come over this way, it's all hills.
Really?
All hills. It's beautiful here. I mean, really, right now it's got the fall look. The leaves are coming down and all that.
I'm surrounded by mountains, like legitimate mountains.
Yeah, you're down in Tennessee, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Southeast Tennessee. I'm not far from the Smoky Mountains.
Oh, that's funny. You're Southeast Tennessee, and I'm Southeast Ohio.
Yeah, but it was so flat
Wow.
where we were, and everything looked haunted.
Well, I'm probably an hour and a half, 2 hours from the Wrong Turn. Remember that movie, Wrong Turn?
Yes.
All Wilderness, West Virginia. I'm close to that. I mean, the big mountains and stuff over that way. So, yeah, right. This area here, Southeast Ohio. If you go anywhere else in Ohio, like Northeast and all, it's all flat as well. It's like, well, I guess not all, but it's not like around here.
Yeah. So, Glenn, what would you say to this to date right now?
Mm-hmm.
What would you say your most successful project has been?
As much as I love my searching movie, In the Shadows, and I made it. Man, I'm gonna explain how I made that, and it just has a great backstory to it. Of course, it's made up, but it's based off of this guy and the Phantom Killer, and I don't know. It just came together good, and the whole actors. I had all the actors.
What is the plot? What's it about?
The grandson sees him kill a girl, and his mother was an alcoholic in a bad relationship with the husband and wife, ain't getting along kind of thing. But she was taking all of her anger out on this 10-year-old boy. And when he come running in the door scared after what he just seen his grandfather do. But anyway, so she yells at him, get back in here, because she's like outside of the kitchen where he comes into the kitchen, and she slaps him, tells him get his ass upstairs, and the dad comes in and he hears him coming, and then he looks out the window, and dad goes, that's where Harlan is, because it's kind of early. It's still dark, but it's still early. And I sent a little effer up to his room, and then she accused him, you're out with your whore. So, and he goes, what are you talking about? And then, but she's drunk, and she gets mad at him, throws a beer can at him, and he goes, are you crazy, type thing. And then they struggle, get crazy. She grabs a knife, goes towards him, and he knocks the knife out of the hand. And then young Harlan picks the knife up and stabs his mom in the back, and she kills her, and he gets sentenced to a mental hospital. He escapes 35 years later. That's where the Halloween feel comes in, but it's its own story, though. And of course, he does what he does. And he's after, kind of like how Jamie Lee Curtis was. He was after her for some reason. Like, wow, does he even know you had that little sister or whatever? But
and this movie's called what again?
In the Shadows, up there at the White Hood. See where my looking at the screen.
In the Shadows. Okay, I see that.
If you watch the trailer, it's self-explanatory of what he's doing, but that's where I get a lot of. But people love the Bigfoot now, because before we didn't have a Bigfoot, and we had all this we had a good story, but we kind of changed it. Probably 70% of the movie is new, and I kept a lot of the good older stuff, and that's how I finished it up. So now I can say, wow, I can move on now. Because that always bugged me, because that was my first script I ever wrote, and because I just love the story, and I think people will enjoy it now. We got some comedy in it. We call them the Turkey Boys in the movie. Well, not in the movie, but on set we did. So it was so funny. We spent almost all day filming a scene up on a hill with those guys and Zach Galligan and whatever. It's this movie called Camp Out. It's called the Turkey Boys. It was a hot day, so we had a lot of takes and things like that. So, but now my future stuff's coming. Like I already talked about cemeteries, but these two on the bottom here, the Apocalyptic Z, it's a zombie movie. And if you look under my name right there, you see you see the characters there? The two big things are Bigfoots, and then the other ones are human zombies.
Yeah, I know that you're really proud of this, Glenn, because you were talking about it before we came on. Tell everybody what they can expect from this movie.
Well, especially the Walking Dead fans, they're going to love it because these zombies aren't. You can run circles around these zombies like on The Walking Dead. These zombies, they run circles around you. So, they're fast, strong, like on uh, I Am Legend, and like I told you guys. But uh, the kicker is what happens is a apocalypse happens when a meteor shower hits Earth and destruction. And your survivors, there's a gas that leaks from the air, and that's what causes some people to turn into the zombie state. But the twist to this show is, which I think, and what I was doing, I want, like I told you, I was a Bigfoot lover. Bigfoots get infected. So you got Bigfoots that aren't infected, and you got Bigfoots that are infected. So it's almost like the normal humans against the infected humans, and infected Bigfoots against the non-infected Bigfoots. So the humans and the Bigfoots kind of bond together, even though they don't walk together, but they're always trying to help each other out through the ship. So our pilot, we're waiting for our new app to get done, and we're going to do a worldwide release of the Apocalyptic Z and the Cryptid reports. The Apocalyptic Z, it's great. I pat myself on the back because I got 7 episodes ready to go, and like I say, we're going to get the pilots going and see what kind of audience we pull in, and we'll know which one we want to put a lot more concentration on. Now, the Cryptid reports, that is the X-Files, basically, but it's with the cryptids, So you're going to have Bigfoot, Chupacabra, Dogman. We're going to go. We got a show where they go to Boggy Creek because they got another sighting, so the FBI agents go down there. We got the Ohio Grassman. We got an episode with that. And just to let everybody know, I'm not going to tell you what it is, but it's there's a twist to each one of these episodes that happens, and it spruces it up a little bit. We do the Moth. We got a show with the Mothman. We got a show with Champ out of Vermont, the Loch Ness monster type thing, and we got a haunted house they go investigate. So I think people's going to really love that too, especially you X-Files fans. I mean, it's going to be good. Well, you see the Dogman on that poster there.
Mm-hmm.
So I have other posters. Like I said, you go to Nightmare Films, you guys are into posters, T-shirts. I got cups with my Nightmare thing there on it, and one with the Harlan thing. We're making right as we speak, the Searching with Bigfoot stuff on it, and then all their characters from the Cryptid reports. So, and then the cemeteries behind me there. But anyway, you can go in there. You can see the trailers for the 2 movies that are out now. We got a guy that's going to be putting older shows, like the original Halloween, other scary movies. We're going to be really picky at what we put on there, because how you can go on Amazon and all them. You can go through 1,000 movies and you're like, oh my God, this is horrible. I'm not being mean, but you know what I mean. You don't want somebody wasting their day going through 1,000 movies, and I want all of them to be really good, valued movies. So you go in there, you're going to get something good to watch.
Okay, Glenn.
Sorry, it's going to be called Nightmare Plus. The app will be.
Okay.
Nightmare Plus. So don't get confused. Nightmare. Take the E off. It's Nightmare. And then all you got to do is look for that little emblem right there, and you'll see it. So,
of all of the projects that you've worked on, Glenn, not necessarily the most successful, because I've already asked you that, but for you personally, what's the most favorite that you've worked on?
It goes back to In the Shadows. The reason why is when I did the searching, I didn't have a professional crew. I had people that knew what they were doing, but they weren't. They haven't got enough under the belt to be a professional with camera movements and all that kind of stuff. Even though they did a pretty good job. In the Shadows, my crew was the Avengers crew. Yeah, so great job. They did a fantastic job on it, and it's creepy. I mean, and my guy that did the score, his name's Edward Grant. He's out in New York, and he just put phenomenal music on. He did really good. He did so good. I'm going to keep him to do all of my shows and everything. So I don't know if he'll be able to do them all, but we'll see.
Okay, tell everybody a little bit about the searching.
The searching. Okay, well, what it is when we first did, like I said, we kind of went after the camp camp out of, even though the camp scene's there with new actors and things like that. But we have Robert Romanus, that's Damone from Fast on Richmond High, if anybody knows who that is. And we had Beverly Randolph from Return of the Living Dead, their husband and wife, and there's a sighting. So they went and investigate the sighting. Then they come into, I don't know if anybody remembers the movie Jeremiah Johnson, Robert Redford. You ever heard of that? Well, he guided these soldiers through Indian sacred grounds, and then they killed the Indian girlfriend he had and the little boy in it. So they didn't know it, but they went right into Bigfoot sacred grounds. And I got a spinoff from this movie with that saying we're going to do a Western called Sacred Grounds, The Forbidden. And it's cowboys, Indians, of course, Bigfoots. So the Indians live on. Oh, it's yeah. We're talking to a big actor. I can't say his name yet because blah blah blah. But we got a big name actor that people is going to be like, wow. So, and just I guess I can throw a little bit of spice out there. His dad was famous in westerns. That's all I can say. So you can think of what you want. So anyway, so we got the Indians on one side of the mountain or the hill.
Real quick, Glenn, in a movie like this, like that you're talking about there, a Western type with Bigfoot,
Grounds, yeah.
Where would that be shot at?
Well, well, my opinion, we're probably going to go Wyoming. You want that deserty look, but at the same time, you want a good hills, a lot of trees, things like that. So in one shot, you might be in another state, and another shot in the same area will be in another state. So
what kind of budget are you looking at?
That's probably going to be $4 to $5 million at least. $4
to $5 million.
Yeah, it's
is that normally the range that you work with?
No, these two movies I did them both for I'd say probably $300,000 to $500,000 for both. Well, each.
Okay.
So about, I guess you can say $500,000, $600,000, $700,000. We did them both in.
Well, so, if you need a chubby cowboy in that movie, I am available.
Okay.
Okay, buddy.
Yeah, definitely. But so there's the Indians on one side of this big hill, mountain thing, whatever. I won't call it a mountain because it's not cliffy or anything. And then on the other side is a western town. So I have a rancher, his son, and I guess sidekick thing or whatever you want to call them back in that day, are moving cattle from another town, and they hear these roars and stuff going on, and the son's like, really, well, what's that, kind of thing. And then they don't really say anything to the dad when he gets there. I want a chubby cowboy too. So they wander off in there. I don't want to go too far because I want people to go and see what happens. But and that's another thing I get a lot of. Bigfoots aren't mean, blah 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 blah. I'm like, yeah, humans aren't either. There's some really horrible humans.
Oh God, yes.
Jeffrey Dahmer, blah blah blah. So if you're going into somebody's house, what are you going to do? You're going to protect yourself, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's the same way. You're going in their territory. They got to protect their own, even though they're bigger. And I think they're smarter than we are, to be honest with you.
100%.
Yeah. So, and I my Chris Nash, when I told you about, he had a little thing that he would say, he thinks UFOs and Bigfoot are kind of together kind of thing. And it does make sense in a way because, you'll see a Bigfoot and all of a sudden he's not there. Where'd he go? That kind of thing. So, and they only want to be seen, I think, when they want to be seen. I was going to ask you about this. What do you think the best Bigfoot sighting, other than the one that they back in '60, whatever it was?
Patty.
James Freeman, the Patterson film, but James Freeman, that one, I think, is that real? Did they debunk that? Because that looked real.
The Freeman footage.
Yeah.
There's a lot going on right now in the Bigfoot community because there's some new evidence that's come to light. I believe the Freeman footage is authentic.
Yeah. Because wasn't he carrying a baby or something? It looks like it.
That's what they're saying now. It It walked over, picked up a baby, and then walked away. But apparently there was an original, like a sighting before that Freeman had
Mm-hmm.
that was faked.
Oh,
And it's throwing everything he's done into question. The other podcast that I do with Brian King Sharp, that Bigfoot podcast, we've been talking about this a lot. It's the Paul Freeman.
that's where I seen you with somebody. I thought, where's Tiffany? I was on that one.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Well, I'll let you cheat on me with Brian.
Okay.
Nobody else.
Yeah, that was that Bigfoot podcast. That was,
that was
another show that I do. But in my opinion, that Freeman footage is legit. I think it's he may have stepped outside and cheated on that first one, but I think the one you're talking about is legit.
And there's another guy. He's friends with me on Facebook. He had a shot where he took a picture of a Bigfoot looking in a tent or something. What's his name?
Oh, you're not talking about Rick Dyer?
No, he got a bad rep for, I guess, faking something. But
yeah, it's Rick something.
Oh, it is. I'm coming up with another name in my head. I just can't think of it though.
It might be someone else. I'm drawing a blank, and I don't know why. Normally, I'm right on top of this stuff, but the guy I'm talking about, yeah, stay away from him.
Oh, I don't watch out. I know this is another guy I'm friends with. It's hard for me to remember everybody's names and stuff. So, but
yeah.
But anyway, yeah. So, and I watched a thing on Patterson Film where they digitally did a lot of things, and there's no way that's fake. People can say, "Oh, well, that's fake," but it ain't fake because
Patty Film is legit. In my opinion, the mystery was solved in 1967.
Yes, yeah. But you're going to have your critics, and that's the way it is. But hey, I believe, but this is all entertainment, guys. Okay, so
yeah.
So when you watch it, it's not Finding Bigfoot. It's actually scripted TV shows and the movies. But I think people's going to like Sacred Grounds because it's really, another pat on my back. It's well written, and I got some of these good stories. And I don't know if you ever seen The Unforgiven.
Oh yeah,
yeah. It's got that dark feel. That's what this is going to have. It's going to be dark and creepy, good Western cowboys and Indian things. So,
cowboys and Bigfoots. Where can you can't go wrong with that.
No, well, that's why. Like the Cryptid reports, if some people that are like the cryptids might not like a chupacabra. Everybody's going to have their own say or feelings over it, but it's based on these two FBI agents, and they go follow up on reports of sightings and things happen as they go, and it's people are going to enjoy it. And like I said, I don't want to give that away. But anyway, everybody come and watch it. Tell your friends about my nightmare.
Real quick, like I said at the beginning, guys, I've got a hard out at 9:00, so we've got about 7 minutes left. So we're going to try to get through some of these questions as quickly as we can. The first one is from Troy. How long, on average, does it take to complete a movie from concept to film?
Oh wow, months. Making a movie is all about the budget. And if you try to shortcut things, which I've done on my Bigfoot movie, and which I wish I would have just waited and done it right the first time, and you would have had a Harry and Henderson type. Not that's a comedy, don't get me wrong, but you got that clean everything. But as the last few years went by, I worked on it and got it, and now it's clean. It's not technically wrong anywhere. We got a great Bigfoot. If you've seen this thing in real life, you would be like, man, it looks real.
Okay, so how long would you say from concept to finishing the film?
Okay, well, In the Shadows, we got it done in a week and a half.
Oh shit.
Yeah, we stayed late. We did everything to get it done because we was up against a budget, because every day is a lot of money. So
oh my God.
Yeah. So a regular movie, I won't do another movie under 21 days. Not ever again.
So 3 weeks.
It's too much. It's stressful when you can't do anything. It's like, oh, we got to get this shot. Yeah, but we got to get this shot before it gets dark or whatever, So yeah, so all in all, I would say a good 21 days. So that's. But if you talk a Hollywood budget, because they got a lot of CGI and stuff, that can go months.
Oh yeah, yeah.
So
All right, next one, my good buddy Robert. I missed you, buddy. Robert Matler. What's the most remote filming you have ever done?
remote feeling like what location?
Yeah.
Okay. The searching. We was in woods. We was pretty deep in the woods because we had to get away from the sounds of cars driving and
Oh
things
yeah,
like that
yeah.
because they're supposed to be way up in the woods. So yeah, but we had a good time. I mean,
Where was that shot at?
right here, down here, it's in a place called
In Ohio.
Tupper Plains, Ohio. It's in between Athens, if people know this area, Athens or know about Athens and Parkersburg, West Virginia.
Yeah, but you had to get deep in the woods to,
Oh, we got
to
deep in the woods.
eliminate traffic and all that.
Yeah. Now in the shadows, basically in one little town, we used 3 or 4 different houses on that movie.
Okay. Next one, Bristol. What's up, Bristol? Any ideas for a Dogman movie?
Well, you see my Cryptid reports. That's my Dogman right there. So that's what he's going to look like. That's a possibility because I'm really intrigued because Tiffany brought it up 10 months ago to me about the Dogman, and that's why I said I got to do something. So Tiffany has inspiration for that episode there, and we'll probably do a few episodes on him on the Cryptid reports. So.
Well, hey, if you need somebody, call me.
Yeah. Well, we got a girl. He's going to rip her head off, so maybe I can be. No, I'm just kidding, Tiff.
Okay, well, don't call me.
I'll take one for the team. Come on.
All right, Troy, are you and your film crew available for hire?
Well, I've got a production manager. He handles all of that. So, and I'm not criticizing or saying anything, but everybody, OJT, if you got to learn how to do it or stuff like that. But of course, we probably are going to need, because we're planning on filming both of the TV shows at the same time, which I'm not going to be directing all these episodes. So, but yeah, it's a possibility. I mean, you can, if you want to email me something, all you got to do is the nightmarefilms at gmail.com. That's my email for them.
Okay. Our brand new member, Mr. Russell. Man-made Z virus or natural?
It's a meteor shower hits Earth, and the gases leak out of the atmosphere, and that's what causes some people to become infected. And
I'm glad you understood that because I was a bit lost.
Oh.
All right. Mike Wolf. What's up, Mike? Are your movies listed on Letterboxd? Love to watch and promote them on that site.
You can promote them, but the only place you're going to be able to watch these 2 movies up here or any of this stuff right now, they're on the nightmarefilms.com. We got you can rent it or you can buy it digitally on there. But like I said earlier, you got to have a smart TV to watch it on your TV or a fire stick, I believe that's what it's called.
Yeah.
You can watch it on that way, or you can watch it on your computer or your iPhone, iPad, or anything like that right now. We're working on getting a app that's worldwide where all you got to do is click on it like you do Netflix and all the other streaming places.
Very cool. All right, last one. Bristol. Not a question, but if Glenn and Eduardo Sanchez came together, could be the making of an epic Bigfoot movie.
Well, there you go. Yeah, I'm all in. I'm open to a lot of options, So, and actors, people out there trying to get in, what I recommend, because I got a Hollywood casting director that did the Rush Hour movies, Notebook, like I told you guys earlier. He's kind of going to be my guy to go to, but just email me or follow me on Facebook. I think I got some spots left as a personal if anybody wants to add me as a friend or whatever, but I've got a searching web page, and I got In the Shadows page, and I haven't did anything with the I got Cemeteries page too, and then Nightmare Films page, but I still have to get the TV shows pages going. I haven't had time to do them yet. So,
all right, awesome, Glenn. When you get those, send them to me.
Okay.
Because as you know, I take the audio from all of our live episodes and I upload them to podcasts where we have a much larger audience. So anything that you want to promote, anything you want to share, send to me after the show tonight. and I will get those added in the show notes.
You want me
Buddy,
to send you on Messenger?
yeah, Messenger or email, either one. Messenger's fine.
Okay.
All right, buddy. This was awesome. Great,
Yeah.
great
Well, give me,
show.
on one of your other things there. I'll talk to people there too. So.
Okay. All right. Very cool. We will get you back. As I said, I got a hard out at 9:00, and this was perfect. It's
Tiffany,
9:00 right
congratulations
now.
on your books. I forgot to tell you that.
Oh, thanks.
Yes. Yeah. So that's cool. I like that. I like people get success. You know, that's good stuff. So
We are very, very proud of Miss Tiffany.
Thank
She's
you.
awesome.
yes.
That made my night.
I'm an open guy. You know, I'm not a stuck up or anything. If anybody wants to send me messages on Messenger or whatever, I'll talk to you. I don't ignore anybody. So.
And that's why we
Very
love
cool.
having you on.
Yep.
Thanks for having me.
We will
Yeah.
get you back, buddy. I feel like there's a lot more we can talk about.
We get this thing released, and we'll come on and talk about those when we talk about the openings and stuff. So.
All right, buddy. Thank you so much. Enjoy the rest of your evening.
All right, we'll see you guys.
Bye.
Why
Awesome.
are you so big? Why
I
are
don't
you in my
know.
spot?
I know. I was like, God, my face is like, it's like mega freaking Megatron. It's like Tiffany vision.
All right, guys. Thank you so much. Good audience. Great questions. Respectful as always. We have some new folks stop in. I hope they hit that subscribe button. We had a new member tonight. Robert added a couple of members, gifted a couple of members. So thank you very much for that, buddy. Yeah, good stuff. You got anything before we get out of here?
No, just I love your faces and thank you for always coming back to support us. And I hope that you all have a wonderful Thanksgiving and eat way too much food.
Yes, guys, please, please, please be safe, be careful in your travels over the holidays. I hope you get to spend it with the people you love. I'm certainly going to, and especially after Thanksgiving on Black Friday and that weekend, I will get to spend it with my second family, Manimal Research people. I cannot wait for that. All right, guys, until we talk to y'all again, y'all take care of yourselves. Take care of each other. Bye.
Bye.
Later, player.